Everyone in the city once dreamed of receiving an invitation to one of Ethan Caldwell's luxurious charity galas. As the youngest self-made millionaire in the region, Ethan had built an international technology company worth billions. His smile filled magazine covers, business conferences competed for his appearance, and wealthy families desperately wanted their daughters to marry him. He donated millions to hospitals, funded schools for disadvantaged children, and treated every employee with kindness. His future seemed perfect until one rainy evening changed everything forever. While rushing to deliver emergency medical equipment to a children's hospital, a speeding truck slammed into his car. Ethan survived, but the accident permanently damaged his spine. Overnight, the confident entrepreneur became a man confined to a wheelchair. Doctors said he would probably never walk again. The newspapers that once praised him suddenly focused on his disability instead of his achievements. Invitations disappeared. Business partners quietly withdrew. Even people who had called themselves close friends stopped visiting. The luxurious mansion that had once echoed with laughter became painfully silent. Every day Ethan watched the sunset alone from the grand ballroom window where he had once hosted unforgettable celebrations. His loneliness became heavier than the wheelchair itself. Months later, on the anniversary of his company's founding, his board convinced him to organize one final charity gala to reassure investors that he still had confidence in life. Ethan reluctantly agreed, hoping the event might remind him that genuine friendship still existed somewhere. The ballroom sparkled with crystal chandeliers, elegant music floated through the air, and hundreds of influential guests arrived wearing expensive suits and glamorous gowns. They smiled politely when cameras pointed at them, but behind Ethan's back they whispered cruel comments. Some pitied him. Others believed his life was over. Several women who had once competed for his attention deliberately ignored him, pretending not to notice the man in the wheelchair. Ethan forced himself to smile, but every whispered conversation felt like another wound. When the orchestra announced the first dance, couples eagerly filled the dance floor. Ethan watched quietly from the corner, remembering the nights when he had danced confidently across the same polished floor. His hands tightened on the wheelchair as painful memories flooded back. At that moment, everyone seemed determined to avoid even making eye contact with him. Then something unexpected happened. A tiny voice broke through the silence. "Excuse me, sir, would you like to dance with me?" Ethan looked down in surprise. Standing before him was a little girl no older than 4, wearing a simple pink dress that looked carefully mended. Her curly hair framed a bright smile filled with innocence. She wasn't wealthy, glamorous, or important. She was Lily, the daughter of Maria, one of the mansion's maids. Maria immediately rushed forward, embarrassed, apologizing repeatedly to the guests. "I'm so sorry, sir." She didn't understand. "Please forgive her." But Ethan gently raised his hand. Tears had already begun filling his eyes. No one had asked him to dance since the accident. Not one person. Yet this little girl saw something everyone else had forgotten. She didn't see a wheelchair. She didn't see a billionaire. She simply saw a lonely man. Ethan smiled through trembling lips and softly replied, "I would be honored." Lily reached out her tiny hand without hesitation. The orchestra noticed the touching moment and slowly changed to a gentle melody. The entire ballroom became silent as Ethan carefully rolled onto the dance floor beside her. Lily placed both hands on his, swaying happily to the music without caring what anyone thought. She giggled as Ethan spun his wheelchair gently in circles, making her laugh even louder. Within seconds, the grand ballroom transformed. Guests who had mocked him moments earlier now stood speechless. Some quietly wiped tears from their eyes. Others lowered their heads in shame. Even the musicians struggled to continue playing as emotion filled the room. Maria watched from across the ballroom, crying with pride as her daughter unknowingly reminded everyone what true kindness looked like. When the music ended, the room exploded into heartfelt applause. But Ethan wasn't looking at the crowd anymore. He was looking at Lily, whose simple invitation had reached a place in his heart no amount of wealth ever could. Kneeling as much as he could from his wheelchair, he gently told her, "Tonight, you didn't just give me a dance. You gave me my dignity back." Lily smiled innocently and hugged him without saying a word. In that embrace, Ethan realized something extraordinary. Strength wasn't measured by standing on 2 legs. It was measured by standing firm in kindness when the world chose cruelty. The next morning, Ethan made a life-changing decision. He established a foundation dedicated to helping children with disabilities and families living in poverty, naming it after the little girl who had restored his hope. Maria was promoted to oversee the foundation's community programs, while Lily became its youngest honorary ambassador. News of the unforgettable dance spread across the country, inspiring millions. People who had once judged Ethan for his wheelchair now admired him more than ever, not because he was rich, but because he had learned that the greatest victories are won by the heart. And from that day forward, whenever guests entered Ethan's mansion, the first photograph they saw was not of his business empire, but of a little girl in a pink dress holding the hand of a man in a wheelchair, proving forever that one small act of kindness can make the whole world dance again. If this story touched your heart, please subscribe to the channel, like this video, and share it with someone who still believes kindness can change lives. Your support helps us bring you more unforgettable stories every week.